I do apologise. I've come on here to vent just a little bit, and it's around children, sen, and education. I'm sat in the garden, and there's little midges and moths and stuff like that. So if I start going crazy, that's why. So yeah, if it's not for you, do feel free to keep on scrolling. It's just I don't understand why things like reasonable adjustments can be made within the workplace, but not within the school. I don't understand it. So within the workplace, people are taught about autism, they're taught about ADHD, they're taught about other neurodiverse things. I don't know how to word that one. But yeah, in school, if somebody's neurodiverse, it is an absolute battle to try and get anybody to listen and anybody to do anything. So my son, we've been battling since he was about 2 years old to get somebody to listen to him, somebody to help him, and somebody to help us as a family. It eventually happened when he was in year 4, and he got diagnosed with autism, ADHD and ODD. So between year 4 and year 6, he was very well supported at primary school, and he had a great time. Completely changed his life around. Then he went over to year 7 into secondary school. And the change, it was just far too much for him. They didn't seem to read anything that he had in place beforehand. They didn't put anything into place. We asked him for in classroom support. Apparently that wasn't available. And apparently they didn't offer that kind of thing. Bear in mind, I know children at that school who have got in-classroom support. So to kind of like shorten the story a little bit. So basically, between year 7 and now he's in year 8, he's had a total of 22 inclusions because they're not making reasonable adjustments. Homework, especially. With the homework, that is just unforgiving. I know you sit there and go on about, they need to do the homework, this, that and the other. Great. But does he actually? It causes so much stress. It causes meltdowns. It causes headaches. It's a nightmare. He won't go into school early. I can't even get him to sleep at night. And when he's asleep, he's gone. So getting him up in the morning is just... No, it's not going to happen. And then school time, that's, when that's done. He can't stay at school afterwards to do detentions or anything like that. It's just too much for him. Lunch times and break time removals, no, that's too much for him as well. He needs his relaxation. He needs to let off a little bit of steam. So what ends up happening with the escalation, he gets a level 1. If it doesn't go to a level 1, it goes to a level 2 and a level 3. And if it doesn't go to a level 3, it then gets put into inclusion. An internal inclusion where he's completely isolated from everybody at school. He doesn't get breaks or lunchtime with his friends or anything like that. He's there from 8:40 in the morning until 10 past 4. So he gets the level 3 detention on the end as well. He's had 22 inclusions between year 7 and year 8. Admittedly, most of them were in year 7. One inclusion is 1 day. That's 5 lessons. 5 school lessons that he has missed. He's missed 22 days of learning at school because he hasn't done a little bit of homework. Excuse me. Because he hasn't just done 10 minutes of homework. Yeah, I know, 10 minutes of homework. Get him to do it. I can't get him to do it though. It's too difficult. That's really got to the back of me. That's 22 school days effectively missed because he hasn't done a little bit of homework. Surely that's more damaging to him than him not doing the homework in the first place. When he's in these inclusions, he doesn't even do his homework. That's the joke of it. And when he was in year 7, I told them how overwhelming he was finding it. And I asked them to reduce the amount of homework sessions that he was given. Or I just sort of said to them, like, is there something else that you can do? Can we just stop him from getting homework until he fully adjusts to being in secondary school? No. We can't do that. It is a part of the school. That's what he has to do. And it's a part of the standards. If you want to do that, you as a parent will need to apply to the board, and you will need to ask them to not do the homework. What? Apply to a board? Can't you just change it? Can't you just give him an adjustment? No, apparently not. So with that, fast forward to a meeting that we had a couple of months ago, I sat down with his head of year and I said, look, he needs a reasonable adjustment. Something needs to be done. He's getting overwhelmed. I'm getting overwhelmed with the amount of detentions and stuff like that he's getting. And I totally understand, because I used to be exactly the same when I was at school. So I asked for a reasonable adjustment and she agreed. And she said that they're going to get somebody in. They're going to support him maybe once a week or once a fortnight, and they'll take him out of a lesson. And in that lesson, they can then concentrate on the core subjects to do his homework. So I find out that yesterday is the first session that he actually had with these homeworks. Now, this hasn't gone without numerous emails backwards and forwards with his teachers. I thought this homework was being done in school. Why are you giving him detention? Why are you giving him inclusion? You were supposed to remove this. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And it is constant. So it's not just homework that he's had inclusions for. And by the way, 22 is the SAT inclusions. That's not including the ones that I have battled to take him off of the inclusions and give him his school day back. He has left school and ran out of school because he just found it too much and he would not go in. It is mental. He was getting detentions for no homework, no tie, no book, turning up without his shirt tucked in. Come on, give it a little bit of a break. It's crazy. Why do we make allowances in the workplace but not in education? Any insights? Any ideas?